You're welcome back to our channel. Today we'll be drafting the blouse, the princess dark bustier with backs, and of course it's going to be a padded one. Okay, I'll be working with the length 25. Okay, the length 25. Okay, length 24. Let me work with 24. So the first thing I take is I measure the shoulder, and the shoulder is a 15 divided by 2. I have 7.5 with swing allowance 8 with the swing allowance 8. Okay, from the shoulder to the nipple point is 9. From the same shoulder to under bust 13. I'll be connecting them together later. 13. And then from the shoulder to the waist is 16. That is the normal waistline, but because this one is going to be with backs, so I put an extra 5. So 16 plus 5, that's 21 with sewing allowance. Let me make it 22 to be on the safer side. Okay, so let me connect the lines together now. Connecting all my lines together. Okay, so the next thing, let me take the armhole measurement. The armhole measurement is usually 8. Okay, 8. Then I mark my 8. Okay. So usually I mark the slanting shoulder. This is, let me take about 1, because I'm still going to sew it. So you slant it. Now we have a slanting shoulders. So the next thing is I will take my neck circumference. It depends on the kind of neck shape you want. Let me go for round. So I go by 3 inches. 3 inches by 3.5 inches. Okay. In the absence of curve, just use your hand to curve it. Okay, so the next thing now I take is the dart, where the dart will be. So the bust span of the person is 7. So 7 divided by 2, I have 3.5. 3.5 plus the half, I have 4. Okay, sorry, let me label it. Breast point or breast line, as you like it, under bust, and then the waist, and then the backs as you want it. Okay, so I've taken the dart line, and then here under bust I will take 4. I will take 3.5 instead of 4. Okay, and then on the waist I take the first 4 here. and then the backs I take 4. Okay, so the next thing, let me join my armhole line. You remember it's 8. Okay, and because it's a princess dart also, so I take half of the 8. The half of the 8 is 4, so I mark the mid of this. This is 4, so I form my armhole. So my armhole is going to be, the cuff there is going to be something like this. Okay, so okay, from the dart line, the breast point, I will take 2.5. 2.5. Then from the under bust, I take 2. Under the waist, I take 2.5. Then the backs, I take 2.5. That is from the dart line. So the next thing is I connect from the half of the princess dart. So from the under bust, I connect this my dart line together. The 4 I marked. Okay, so the next thing, I connect from this half to this breast point side. Okay, so the next thing is this. Because it's a dart princess dart, so I'm going to come down by 2 inches. Then connect it to the same place. The 2 I came down with, I will join into it, because if it's not joined, you will feel it that when you are joining, it won't be the same level again. So I joined the two there. Okay, so what is the next thing we do? You know, we have taken from the dart, we have taken 2.5 in. So having taken that, so this 2.5 we took from here, we connect it to this place. So from here, just take about half inch it up, half inches down, so that you can negotiate it, so that this place is not too sharp. You can see our breast is coming out. Okay, our bust is coming out. So the next thing, you connect it to this place. The bust is coming out. All this will not be needed. These are the dart for the princess, and these are the dart for this place. So we're not going to need it again. We're going to cut it off. Okay. So the next thing we're going to take is the body measurement now. The bust is 30. The bust circumference is 36 divided by 4. That will give me 9.5. 9.5 plus sewing allowance 10. 10 plus 2 and 10 plus 2.5. Okay, And then okay, under bust is 31 divided by 4, approximately 8 plus sewing allowance plus 2.5. The 2.5 is for the padding, because it's going to be padded. That's why the distance, there's much measurement like that. And then the waist is 33 divided by 4. We have 8.5 plus 2.5. We have 11. So the next thing is that this, our shaft end 2 inches here, we are going to connect it to make another curve for the armhole. So the next thing is that we're now going to connect them together, connect all our lines together. Okay, so the next thing, we are now going to cut them out. We are going to cut all these pieces out. Okay, so this new armhole we just did, we join them together. So the next thing is that let's cut them out and see what we have. Okay, start from the next circumference, the slanting. Next circumference, and choose any design you want for the next line. So the next thing, I'm cutting off this middle one. So now is the paper. Our bust side must not be too sharp, so when we are doing the cutting, we are going to do a bit of the negotiation. Cutting. You find any of our video helpful, don't hesitate to subscribe, and don't forget to drop your comments, like it, share it. I'm cutting off this place. So here the two sides of the two side goes. Okay, so you must check whether it aligns. You must check whether your measurement is correct. So this one is still correct. Okay, you can see the line, the bust, the bust line, the under bust, and the waist. So by the time I want to stitch them together, this is how you negotiate this. So that's how you put it. Okay, so we have gotten our front part of the posture. Okay, so I haven't traced it, I haven't cut it out. We're now going to cut the backs. So just go a bit, about an inch below the waist. There, cut it across the. Make sure they align first. Make sure the lines are on each other. And cut the. Okay, and we'll cut it out. You know, we have left all the sewing allowance there and so on. And then when you are sewing, you have something to take in. So this is how it goes. This side to be, so your back comes out here. That's all. Thank you. Okay, let me negotiate it and let us see whether it aligns or not. Okay, you start from your edge here. Okay, start it like this. This is how you know that what you have done is if your needle is too sharp, you do the needful by adjusting it. Maybe instead of using half to come down from the, you can see it's aligned. It shows that the measurement is okay. Thank you very much. Happy view.